she once loved.
It is such a tragedy. This should never have happened.
We are at the transition salon where Claudia Pascual worked.
We are at Claudia's station. Claudia was a hairdresser, a phenomenal hairdresser at that.
She was also a single mother of 2 young children, a sister, a daughter, and a friend. Instead of Valentine's Day roses, her station now a memorial.
That was the first thought when we first found out that Claudia had been shot. We knew immediately that this was at the hands of her ex-boyfriend. He had been pestering her for months now. She had tried to get away from him.
Friends describe Pascual as a private person, but sometimes they say they noticed those telltale signs of violence.
She was black and blue. Her face was black and blue.
And the few people she confided in know more than the injuries they saw on her face. They say she was bruised inside too, sad about the relationship that ended last November, a relationship she could not get away from.
He would sit across the street from her home. Oftentimes he would stand outside of the salon. Her last encounter with him was on Sunday, and she called the police, and they came out and they did not arrest him.
She said she had to sleep with the gun next to her, and she put a dresser or something in front of the door. She was in fear of her life, yes.
We went to Tucson police to find out why they did not arrest a man who was allegedly violating an order of protection just 1 day before she was killed. Did Claudia Pascual slip through the cracks?
I actually was able to look into that particular case itself. It turns out that she didn't report it when it happened, immediately as it was happening. She waited until she got home and then reported it. It wasn't prioritized as an extremely high call because there wasn't any indication of danger specific at that point. She flat out told the 911 dispatcher that she was no longer around him. He had not followed her home.
Now, police tell me if Pascual had called 911 immediately with witnesses present, he would have been arrested immediately. They do not cite and release in cases where orders of protection have been violated. They arrest people in those cases. Now, friends are trying to raise money for Pascual's funeral and for her 2 little children. For more information on that, you can log on to our website, TucsonNewsNow.com. Reporting live downtown, Sonu Basu, Fox 11, Tucson Now.
Thank you, Sonu. Now, domestic violence is a very serious concern in our community. Tucson police tell us so far this year alone they have received more than 1,100 calls for help. They average about 800 domestic violence calls a month, and about half of them actually do end up with someone being arrested. Police want you to stress to you that there is help and hope out there for you, for those who are being abused, who need you need to act now.
Statistically, it's not going to get better. And I think we've shown through time that it tends to get worse, and it can lead to death.
It's truly devastating to hear that another life has been taken at the hands of abuse. It's truly devastating for us to hear because, like I said, we try very hard to work with people to keep them safe.
Bilingual counselors are available 24 hours a day to help those who are in abusive relationships. The toll-free number to call is 888-428-0101. Now, time to check in with Aaron Pickering. Check in your first look.